Hey, everybody, I'm Scott Wikle. You're listening to My Kind of Country. Thanks for joining us on a Monday night. It's always a pleasure to have this lady on the show, and I make no bones about it. I absolutely love her. She's my Tennessee mama, and she is sounding better than ever, and she's recorded some of the greatest songs of her career. And I know she was just on the show a few weeks ago, and we debuted all these songs on her birthday, but you know what? It's so good that we're going to have her back on tonight, and we're going to play some more of them for you. So it's a pleasure to welcome my dear Margie Singleton to My Kind of Country. How are you tonight, Margie?
I'm good, Scott. How are you doing? I thought when we talked about it, I thought, you sure it's okay to come back this quick? Because they probably got enough of Margie, but
Well, hey, this is My Kind of Country, and I'm telling you what, this is the my kind of part right here. I love this.
right. Your home country, that's sweet.
And I can't imagine anybody getting enough of this because I'll tell you what, as we talked about before, these songs, every single one of them are fabulous. And this is a career project for you. I really believe it, and you're singing so beautifully. And I just could not be prouder of this. And the more attention that I can give it in my little corner of the world, I'm going to do it.
Well, you don't know how I appreciate it because without you and several others who have really stood by me and pushed through to this point, and I said I put a post on my birthday. I said, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it." I have got a new EP out, and I was so happy about it because it is different from. I mean, it's just every one of them sounds different.
Absolutely,
Got
something here for everybody.
It's got bluegrass. It's got the country. It's just got in the gospel sound.
You bet.
All that I love. The four genres of music that I grew up loving.
Well, that's what music really is about. We always kind of put labels on everything, but
Yeah,
good music's good music. I don't care what genre it is,
absolutely.
and the cool thing is you're able to sing all that stuff. There's a lot of people that can't do that, Margie. And you do it so well.
Joe Rooker said, if you don't like this, you just might better get you some new ears or something.
That's right. And the same goes for Joe. I'll tell you what, if you don't like Joe's music, then you got to get some new ears.
Absolutely.
And his album is like that too. He's kind of all over the board with his style, but man, the songs, are just great. We did a feature on his album a while back too, and I mean, just great stuff.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
You bet he is. I think the world of him.
One of us, he means a lot to me.
He's one of your bonus kids, right?
He's one of my bonus kids, absolutely. Well, actually, he's your brother because I'm his Tennessee mama too.
There you go. There you go. We're gonna have a heck of a Christmas celebration, aren't we?
Oh my God, I'm not doing the cooking.
Well, some waffles might be good, Margie.
Oh God, he's there. Now tell them what you're talking about. They'll think you're crazy.
Margie and I always talk for a long time before we ever get on the air, and she was talking about sometimes when she plays my show on her computer or phone that it will buffer and it'll kind of stop, and she was trying to think of the word, and all she came out was when the waffling stops. So, of course, I think that's one of the greatest phrases I've ever heard. So that's going to be a new one.
And you said you'll never live it down, and I won't.
So everybody heard it when the waffling stops. So that's our new catchphrase here at My Kind of Country.
I-N-G. I knew it had an I-N-G on the end of it.
I love it.
Waffling.
Folks, this is live radio. You just can't beat it right here on My Kind of Country. Oh, my goodness. Well, back to business. MargieSingletonMusic.com is the website. The new EP is called Nevermind, and you can now get a actual physical CD of this, and of course it's available for download at Amazon, Spotify, and all those usual suspects that we get our live music to stream through. So you can pick this up. You got to have it. It's great stuff, and you've heard it on our show, and you're going to keep hearing it. And Margie, one of the things that I meant to ask you about the last time that we talked was on the song Nevermind. What exactly gave you the idea for that phrase, never mind, to use it in a song?
Well, um, actually, Steve, my son, I was going to say, I was born in Coshada, Louisiana in 19, and he said, never mind. And that was it. I was going to say 35. So I hate it, but I have to give him credit. You know what he's doing over there? You know when I fuss at you about getting ice? He's getting ice.
He's getting ice. I love it.
You know, your listeners, they get it live, don't they?
They get it live, that's for sure.
Good or bad.
Well,
Imagine they're saying, oh, my goodness.
well, Margie, you're getting an awful lot of great attention for this record so far, and it's well deserved. I know you're on the Indie Express music charts, and I just think this thing is just going to hit so big for you. And I know there's been some great articles coming out about it and reviews and everything, and it's just got to be very fulfilling for you after so many years and having such a great career. It's like, what do you do next? And you've kind of kicked it up a notch with this one.
Well, you know, I give God all credit. I got all the praise for everything I do. He allowed me to be here to have this time to rebond musically with my son, Stephen. He, well, let me tell you, I have a son that is 70 years old. I'm 85. And he's always been in the music business, but he's been in the production and the recording, and he's recorded many, you wouldn't even believe the songs that he's been instrumental in getting recorded, doing the recordings on them in the songs. Anyway, he's just been kind of in the silent shadows doing his thing, and I've been in the silent shadows doing my thing, you know, just so when he just retired this past year, and he was miserable, and he approached me about me letting him put a studio in the house. And he said, we can write and sing and just have, you know, do it ourselves because we're unfulfilled. He knew I was and he was, and if we're not doing music, we're not doing, you know. It's been my life since I was a teenager, and he grew up in it. So I said, okay, I didn't know the boy was going to come in and tear all my pictures down all over the house and just totally move everything out that he left me a couch to sit on and my recliner. And he said, Mom, your room is upstairs. He took over the whole lower floor of the house. And I thought, well, why not? You know, it's a studio now. My house is called Margie's Place.
Well, I'll tell you, you got some good vibes going on there because you sure put out some great music out of Margie's Place.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him, and I think he's a little bit proud of me. I hear him every now and then tell somebody, you know, I'm here. You would never believe she's 85 years old, would you?
I know, you know, and in all honesty, I mean, you sound so great, and you're singing so great, and I know that the Lord above has put His hand on you.
Absolutely, because I just didn't give in to the age. I don't have an old mind. You know, I just don't.
That's for
I
sure.
won't look myself.
And I'll tell you, in all honesty, you tire me out, man. When I get to spend time around you, it's amazing. But I love it. I love every minute of it. And Margie, you've got a YouTube channel going now. You've got some videos up there, and I know that you're working on a music video too for Nevermind, right?
Yes, we are. We're trying to get to that. You know, all of a sudden we're so busy with the promotions and everything, getting doing what needs to be done as it gets done. I told Steve a while ago, I said, man, we're supposed to be slowed down, but where do we have time? He said, Mama, we just got to do it. So we're just in the promoting of it right now and trying to getting a lot of interviews. And you were talking about in that
Dina Wood.
India,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going to be, I think, doing an interview with her and a couple of others.
Well, that's great.
And we were talking about the website and getting the EP a while ago. It is available now on MargieSingletonMusic.com.
Yes, ma'am. We will have that information on our Facebook page, and Margie's got a Facebook page too, Margie Singleton Music, and we're going to share that link on our Facebook page as well. Make sure you go over there and give her a like. And the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to that because you've got some nice videos on there, and you're talking about the songs, and so people can get a little more of a behind-the-scenes look.
Yeah, we're going to be doing more of that type of thing. We're going to be doing some Facebook Live things and just trying to keep it out there, and we'll have another single coming up out of that EP that if they want to just download the single or whatever, there's the songs on there, Scott. I can't pick one of them as which one I like the best. It's Lie to Me, of course, but the song Missing You, my son wrote about 20 years ago, and he wanted me to cut it. He always did, and he held it back for me. And somehow, fate, God, or whatever made it happen. And the song Missing You, he wrote, and it was an actual true story. It was an actual heartbreak story. So it's a real, and a lot of us go through a lot of things. We have lost love and marriages that don't work out, and no matter who's at fault, you miss them. You miss it, And that song I'm real proud of, and it's a ballad. It's a good feeling, sad song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I love it. Absolutely. Very beautiful song. And I know that you're working on your memoirs, and you're gonna have a book out, and I just think it's going to be just riveting because you've had such a storied career in country music, in front of the microphone, behind the microphone. You've worked with so many of the greats, including, of course, George Jones and Farron Young and Leon Ashley and Leroy Van Dyke. You sang on a lot of hit records in addition to your own stuff. And you've got a lot of great stories to tell, and I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, some of them I might not should have told. You know what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth. But it's real life. And this is such a, is it the word titillating?
Yeah.
Scott Sexton, if I hadn't have put it in my book, he got wind of this incident. And he has told everybody in Nashville, and he said he's going to talk about it at my funeral. So I said, well, Bub, I'm going to preempt you here because I'm going to put it in my book. But Margie has got to say, listen, folks, back in those days, I bet y'all did things that you wouldn't want told too. But I'm not that same person. I have to kind of let that be known.
Well, everything that happens in life, it brings you to where you are today. Good, bad, or indifferent, I guess, right?
Absolutely, it does.
Folks, if you want to hear more about it, it's going to be in the book. So make sure you look for that, and we'll keep you posted on that for sure.
It's crazy. It's crazy, and I'm telling a lot of stories, a lot of anecdotes. Actually, that's what this book is. It has no rhyme or reason, except it's just my life, incidents and anecdotes that just fell in place, and I'm where I am today, and God is good.
Well, the history of country music is there's so many great stories that get lost to time, and I think anytime somebody like you takes the time to document all this, that generations to come are just gonna love it. Whether they're sad stories or funny stories or serious stories, it's all part of the country music history, and it's a generation that'll never come around again. And I'm so thankful that you're doing this, because it's important to people like me who cherish all this history and getting this down for posterity.
Yeah. When we got really down, I've been talking about doing this, and I always thought, who would want to read a book about Margie Singleton? And that's the way I felt. And this young lady I met on a plane 5 years ago, her name is Laura Gerard. It's pronounced different, but anyway, by the time we got from Nashville to Shreveport, Louisiana, my manager for many years, Linda Denny, Laura was well indoctrinated on Margie Singleton. and she was just very, it just blew her away, the things in my life, And so for 5 years, she has been wanting to write this book. She teaches abroad. She came from Sudan this time, where she's teaching, and her family lives here, and she came home after the COVID thing, and she said, I'm coming, and please let me do this. So I said, okay, it's time. And she has spent 2 months with me here, and I thought, I'll never be able to pull out enough in my brain to remember, But every day has been a new memory come out,
Sure.
And it's been really weird. Yes.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I know we all are. And thank you so much for this beautiful music that you've put out there. And we're going to play Nevermind, and we're going to play Missing You, too, as I love that one for our listeners. And, folks, this beautiful EP is called Nevermind, and you can get it at margiesingletonmusic.com. And that information will be available on the My Kind of Country Facebook page. And, Margie, just love you, and thank you so very much for taking time again to be on the show.
Well, thank you, too, and I'm glad we didn't do any waffling.
The waffling's over now, so now we're going to play some great music, and we're gonna play some of Margie's other great songs for you, too. Margie, I love you. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Scott. You take care, and I love you. Tell my girls hello.
I will.
Louisiana in 19, never mind. With a song in my heart, rhythm in my soul. My sweet mama and daddy didn't seem to understand the day I left in that van with the band going on the road. Heading down the highway, had to do it my way. That's the way it was. Looking for adventure, living my dream, singing the songs I wrote. I lived a life of pain and sorrow. I've had good times too. Raised a family, had a hit or a few. I can say I've been blessed to get to do what I love. to do best, what I love to do best, singing praise from my soul. Country music, rock and roll, a whole lot of Louisiana country, rhythm and blues. I can't believe it, where has time gone? And this feeling I'm feeling, your feeling so strong. One of the best nights of my life, standing on that rhyming wood in those lights, singing old records, oh what a memory. Oh, 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 what a memory. Heading down the highway, had to do it my way, that's the way it was. Looking for adventure, living my dream, singing the songs I wrote, singing praise from my soul. Country music, a little rock and roll, a whole lot of Louisiana country, rhythm and blues. I was born in Coshada, Louisiana in 19, never mind. This old heart of mine's surely gonna break. Don't know how much more it's gonna take. Missing you, I'm missing you. All our friends think I've gone insane. Must admit I've been acting pretty strange. Missing you, that's just me, missing you. Never would have thought it would turn out this way. Just for your love me till my dying day. Tell me, what am I gonna do about this old heart of mine, missing you? Never would have thought it would turn out this way. Just for your love me till my dying day. Tell me, what am I gonna do about this old heart of mine, missing you?